up, everybody? How we all doing today? I hope y'all are having a wonderful Thursday, the 2nd. Let me tell you, time is going by fast. I can't believe it's already July, and I can't believe it's already the halfway point of 2026. 182 days past of the year, 182 more days to go. I just want to mention, I'm sorry for the lack of long-form videos. It's just, I'm trying my best to make more funner, longer videos that are a lot more better than my past ones. I'm trying to make quality over quantity because back then I made so many videos, but they haven't really felt like much. But, you know, say the retrospective video and the Dartzone video that I did, I like those a lot more. I enjoy doing those a lot more, even though those took a lot more time to edit. But today, we're going to be taking a look at a pretty special blaster for me, because I talked about this in my Dartzone retrospective video, and I said that this blaster was the very first in my collection that genuinely felt very practical and almost felt near perfection. And it's not my favorite. This thing is still on store shelves to this very day. It's been 6 years since this blaster came out, and it is still at Walmart purchasable for $20. What blaster am I talking about? The Dartzone Adventure Force Primetime Toys Villainator. This is a Dartzone 2020 release that is pump action, removable 40 round drum fed, with a removable stock, slam fire enabled. I remember getting this blaster 5 years ago on June 27th, 2021 from Walmart, and I picked it up, I tested it. I actually have my very old video where my voice sounded way different than it is nowadays of me testing this out, firing it, talking about it. And back then I did not know how to edit. Back then my videos were very corny and not very good, and guess what, they're still not. But I want to take a look at it and really see if it's still good 6 years later after its internal release. Let's review the Dartzone Adventure Force Primetime Toys Villainator. This is a Dartzone release that came out in the summer of 2020, which was known as one of the worst, but for foam flinging, in my opinion, one of the best summers ever, because it was just a lot of stuff. Nerf did pretty mediocre, but Dartzone just absolutely blew us away with a lot of stuff, which I explained in my Dartzone 2020 video. What do I think of this grip? Well, I'm pretty mixed about it. It is very comfortable. I do like it. You got some nice texturing on it. The issue is, though, is that this finger choil is very pointless. It is kind of annoying, and it feels very weird. I feel like they could have just did something similar to the pump grip, where you have multiple finger choils in the right spots instead of just having one here near the bottom of the grip. Other than that, this grip is pretty good. Got the pump grip, which I think is better than the main grip. You got all these finger choils where you can rest your fingers in, which have good placements. There's nothing really too weird about them. I think the grip and the foregrip are a bit too small, but at the same time, even for my big hands, I can fit them. They work well enough, and I do like them quite a bit. You do have a stock that is completely removable, but this is only compatible with the Dartzone Spectrum and this, and the Spectrum stock is only compatible with this and the Spectrum. You can't put this on any Nerf style stock attachment points, or this will not be compatible with Nerf stocks. But I do think this is a very nice stock. It reminds me of the Lightning Storm stock. They call this the Sport Stock 350 for some reason. I don't get that. But yeah, the length is pretty okay. It is a bit short, but the stock is actually quite comfortable, even though it is thin plastic. But you have kind of a nice cheek rest, and I like it. It's a decent stock. Not the best thing ever, but it definitely does get the job done. The looks and the design of the Villainator, I think it looks awesome. Dartzone is really good at not adding paint at all, but still making the thing look fantastic with all of the lines, the decals, the decoing, all the details that they put on here. You have powered by PTDZ. You have the Adventure Force logo more on here. You have T20x20 Villainator. It's like you can imagine what this blaster can do, even though it can't actually do it. You can pretend that this is a selector switch. The actual look itself, it looks like a Thompson submachine gun. That is sick. It really does feel like a Thompson submachine gun. The drum is completely removable and absolutely swappable. Dartzone did sell these drums on their website, so if you want to pick up more of these, you totally can. And you can rotate it freely on both sides, and it's very easy to rotate, unlike the Nerf drum blasters that they made in the past. Sigh. The prime is very nice and smooth, even though you have to rotate this drum. Prime back, prime forward, you can pull the trigger to fire. Please do not dry fire this thing because it is very loud, and if you have sensitive ears, it might really damage them. But it also has slam fire as well. That means you hold down the trigger. Goodness, that is loud. You got this long rail that spans quite a bit of the length of the blaster here, which this is not Picatinny or Nerf. Kinda have a smiley face on the trigger. Look at that. That's a nice touch. I like that a bit. Only works with standardized Dartzone attachments. You also have a flip up sight. All of that stuff is pretty darn awesome. But I do feel like there is one big issue that the Villainator has. And that is, I don't have any darts in here, but I will put some in to demonstrate, that a lot of these barrels don't really have a seal on the darts. Now, if you put really worn darts in there, or darts that are not too good, I 100% understand that. But still, you just shake it a bit, and you're gonna have darts fall out no matter what. Unless if all of the barrels and all of the darts have really good seals on them. And the fact that, a second problem, I've been losing velocity on almost every Villainator I have. Now, don't dry fire them, and this one specifically is still pretty good. What I'm saying is that just please avoid dry firing this thing because it could crack the plunger tube and damage the internals in pretty bad ways, decreasing your velocities, because I've gotten 2 of these before this one. I got this one at the thrift store last year on the 4th of July. But the other 2 I've used them for a year, a couple of months. They lost performance pretty quickly. I don't have a chronograph. This one's still rocking and rolling, probably because I haven't dry fired it much and I've learned my lessons. But yeah, just take note on that. I think I'm done blabbering about this thing. Let's go out to the range and let's see how good this thing does. It's gonna be fun. Welcome back, everybody. We are at the range. We have the Dartzone Adventure Force Villainator here. I'm very excited to fire this. We are fully loaded up with Dartzone Adventure Force waffle tip darts. These are not the darts that came with the blaster, but as you know, these do come with the blaster. You get 40 of these. We're gonna do single shots, we're gonna do slam fire, and then we're going to move on to other darts. So without further ado, let's not waste any more time. Let's have some fun. We can do some single shots, and then of course, slam fire. And now I am going to see how fast I can slam fire this entire 40 round drum of Adventure Force waffles. So, let's do it. Hold down the trigger, start the clock, now. Oh, I skipped one. There we go. Now, for the ever-lovable classic Nerf Elite darts. Busby long distance darts. Overall, that is very impressive from this thing. Note that I did get this specific one thrifted, but it hits about 80 to 90 FPS, which is very good. Note, dart seal is very important on this thing, because if you have super worn darts, yeah, they're just going to immediately fall out of the drum and have worse performance. I've had very good experiences with the slam fire, but yeah, things can go super duper crazy if you really thrash it. You saw how a lot of the darts barely left the barrel, but that was awesome. Hey Layla, I got a question. What? Hey, where you going? I wasn't gonna shoot you with this thing. I don't even got darts in here. I was gonna ask you, what do you think of this blaster? You silly. You silly goose. Oh, you want to play tag? Tag, you're it. No. Oh gosh, I gotta run. Ah! What do you think, Layla? Do you like this blaster? No? That's okay. I don't know, maybe she's intimidated by it. Is it intimidating? So overall, what do I think of the Dartzone Adventure Force Villainator? Well, despite some of its issues, I mean $20 for 40 darts, and the fact that, you know, it's pump action, slam fire enabled, you can remove the drum so you can buy multiples of these separately, and the fact that it comes with Dartzone waffle darts, which I think are some of the best darts in the game, which sadly they don't really produce in any multi-packs of those. Yeah, I think the Villainator is sweet. It's definitely not for everybody, but for somebody who wants a high capacity, budget, pump action, super fast, pretty reliable, slam fire enabled, with removable drums, you can basically have a magazine style rig. But for these, and the drums are absolutely, these drums are absolutely tiny, and they're very dense, considering that they hold just this many darts and this amount of space. Yeah, I think the Villainator is fantastic. I think maybe it was a bit too overpriced for what it was, but the Villainator is very, very good. But that is my review of the Dartzone Adventure Force Villainator. Thank you very much for watching. I will see you on the next one. And as always, keep on nerfing.